Is that the corner? I think that's the corner. Yeah, I saw her coming up. This is the corner. Got to be on video for this. Looks like the fence. Oh, look at that. No drone zone. Oh, I didn't bring mine. This is it. I can see the tower just up there. The sign's going to be just around this corner in front of me. Somebody just walked past and said, "Oh," which is what you can see looking from this side. You can see the O and the H. Oh, it's about right. It's been a long walk and hard. Okay, at the top, it's a little crowded. A little bit breezy, gotta hold on to the hat. Ma'am. That's where I'm going, where that crowd is. That's, you can see above the fence from up there. So where I am, there's this chainmail fence or chain fence, which is kind of blocking the view to the Hollywood sign. Just see in the haze there, Burbank Airport. I think they call it Bob Hope Airport. Los Angeles has a lot of airports. There's the trail that I walked up right from the bottom. Griffith Observatory over there. Okay, there comes a time when I've got to head back down, and that's now. Here we go, Rube. Starting to put some padlocks up here. I didn't bring one. There's not that many. Someone's put a whole door latch, look. It wouldn't be 100. So I'm thinking the walk down is going to be a lot easier than the walk up. And so far it is. I ran across a guy coming up who asked me, are there any bathrooms up there? And I said, right over there. There isn't any. Well, I feel like taking my own advice right about now, after all the water I've been drinking on the way up. But it should be a fairly easy walk down. Easy but long, but a really nice walk. The trail's paved all the way. Well, when I say paved, a lot of it is actually paved with bitumen, but the rest of it is kind of sand, I think. This whole mountain appears to be sand and rock mixed in. I don't know how that works. Yeah, it's a reasonable walk down, especially when I'm going to take a detour over to a lookout spot where you can actually see the sign from the front, and it appears to be the closest that you can get to it from the front. So up the top where I was, that's the closest you can get to it, the sign. That's the closest you can get to the sign. But it's behind it. The weather wasn't looking all that great this morning when I got up and had a look out the door. There was a few sprinkles. I thought, well, I'll keep going. But as it's turned out, the weather for this hike would be perfect. You'd have to call it perfect. Here's the turn off back to the car and back down the dirt trail. But the lookout I was talking about is down that way, I think. There's that water tank. Okay, this is the lookout. Well, it looks a bit like a car park. We could see it from the top. And there it is. there's the turn off. Go back to the trail that leads to the car, back to the car. And straight ahead would be back up to the Hollywood sign, or behind the sign. That's where we were a little bit earlier. But I've got to take this trail this way, back to the car. So the truth be told, I kind of like these stop downs. They give me a chance to have a bit of a break doing this bee footage, because it's a tough walk. I'm walking back from the lookout now, back to join the original trail to get back down to the car. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now the car's down there, down that one. And I've taken a little detour just there that you saw. And before I go back to the car, we're going to go and have a little look up here to the Bat Cave, Robin. That's right, Bronson Caves is up ahead, and we'll see that soon. But, and I'll put a reference down below in the comments section or somewhere, the movies that have been shot up here, hundreds of them. But of course we know the most popular of all that is the 60s Batman show. This is the exterior view of the Bat Cave. There's also a lot of other TV shows and movies shot up here at Bronson Caves, which is on the way to the Hollywood sign. When you're doing the Hollywood sign hike, it's a little offshoot that leads you to the Bat Cave. Some episodes of Star Trek had some sun filming done here. Here we are, coming up to the quarry that most of the rock material used in the LA freeway and street construction was mined here. I think in the 20s or 30s. There's the Bat Cave. Last time I saw it on a YouTube video, there was a cover over that, and that looks like the cover right there. Someone has ripped it off. That's where the Bat car came out of. So that's where the Bat car came from all those years ago when they were leaving the Bat Cave to go into Gotham City and Commissioner Gordon's office. So they'd come out through there, down there, the Gotham City sign was about there somewhere, and then head off out that way. So coming around the other side of that familiar part of the Bat Cave, we come to the reverse end of the cave. So it wasn't the cave as we've seen it in the TV show. It was just a tunnel cut into this side here, this hill here. So there was some people just doing photography in the Bat Cave. Nude photography, I think. Oh, the things you see here. On the way up to the Hollywood sign, which is just there, I saw a guy pushing a stroller up that path, up that track. That would be impossible. But he was pushing a stroller. I don't know if there was a baby in there or not, you can presume. Anyway, heading back to the car. So when they filmed in this quarry, I guess it's a man-made quarry, it's not natural, maybe some parts of it are natural, but it is definitely a quarry. The film production companies had to cover the Hollywood sign up with trickery and other means of covering unwanted things in the frame, covering them up. So that's just one of the items that they would have had to cover up somehow. Maybe frame the shot so that it wasn't in it. So there is the back end of the tunnel that's in the front, the one that we recognise as the entrance and exit to the Batcave. It would only be, I don't know, 30 metres long. Right now, definitely heading back to the car. Just have one more pass of the entrance and the exit to the Batcave here at Bronson Caves. There goes the Batmobile, down that way. Heading back to the car now, and back to the motel back in Anaheim. It's about a 45-minute drive. Pretty much down I-5, most of the way, all the way. I think I might be taking the 110 for a little bit, and then onto the I-5, and that's pretty well the way back. Well, that was an interesting hike. We saw the Batcave. We saw a guy pushing a stroller up the trail to the Hollywood sign, which is impossible enough just on its own. We saw the back of the Hollywood sign and the front of the Hollywood sign, and it was a grueling hike. But I'm really chuffed that I was able to do it. It outdoes the Kosciuszko Summit walk or hike, which I've done a couple of times. It outdoes the Hamilton Island lookout, which I've done. Cape Hawkett Foster, which is a fairly regular haunt of mine, has been lately, more so when I was a lot younger. But this one's a lot tougher. But it was great to do it, finish it, and there's the car over there I can see. So I hope you enjoyed it.